Welcome to the Nugget Drop, where I'm flying solo to drop nuggets of truth, faith, healing, and transformation to help you release every single thing.
Lately, God has been stretching me in ways I did not expect. As I've been writing my third book, I realized that it's not just about the book that I'm writing. He's using the process to change me. And maybe you've been feeling that too. Maybe you know God is calling you to something different too, something more. But instead of giving you all the answers, He's been working on you. Today, we're talking about what it really means to become the woman your assignment requires. One step at a time. Because so many women think they're waiting on God, but in reality, God is preparing them for something He's already prepared them for. So let's get into it. Hey y'all, it's Renee Young Blake, the Nugget Dropper, the founder of the R.E.S.T movement, and welcome to an exciting new season for the R.E.S.T movement podcast. The R.E.S.T movement is expanding. Every Friday we'll still meet here at 7. But now you'll experience the podcast in one of 3 ways. Freedom Fridays with co-host Sonia D will still remain our primary format where we have real conversations. The Nugget Drop, I'll be flying solo like tonight, sharing nuggets of truth, faith, healing, and transformation. And the third format is the Release Room. The Release Room is where we're going to have some guests who courageously share their stories so together we can release every single thing, because that's what we do in the R.E.S.T movement. That's the whole purpose of this gift, this blessing that God is giving us to share with you, the R.E.S.T movement. R.E.S.T stands for release every single thing. If you've been rocking with us, then you already know what it is. So again, the single solo is the Nugget Drop. That's what you are on tonight. That's what you're watching tonight. The other new format is going to be the Release Room, where we have our guests come and share their stories, because it's important for you not only to hear the voice of Sonia D and I, but we want you to experience real life conversations from those who come to share their story, how God shifted things for them the moment they decided to release. And once you release something, God replaces it with something else. So we are excited to introduce these new formats to you. Also, to share some other things that are coming. So no matter which Friday you join us, our mission remains the same: to help you release every single thing. So today, welcome to, again, the Nugget Drop, because you know healing is my hustle. Have you ever noticed that we're asking God to show us our purpose, but we rarely ask Him, who do I need to become to carry it? The question has been living in my heart for over a year. And more recently, He has really been pulling me and stretching me. As many of you know, I have completed my 2nd manuscript. Some of you know that I have started a 3rd manuscript, and something beautiful is happening. God isn't just giving me words to write. He's writing on me. This isn't just about finishing another book. It's about becoming the woman my own assignment requires. And I have been feeling I'm not only the one, but I believe that some of you are in this same space. We're all becoming something. And what we're becoming is important to God, because all of us have an assignment. I think sometimes we believe becoming happens overnight. One prayer, one conference, one breakthrough. But becoming is usually much slower. It's much slower than that. It's one lesson, one surrender, one act of obedience, one decision after another. Looking back over my own life, hospice nurse, I've always been a writer. I started poetry at a very young age. I've always written as an expression when there were words that I couldn't articulate. So I've always written, but never thought that I would be an author. So from hospice nursing full time to getting that command from God that it's time for you to end this part of your journey, close that book because I have other things for you to do, like this podcast, things to write, other things to do. And so there was something that God was doing in me before I even knew he was doing. The first thing he wanted to see in me was obedience. In telling me that I want you to quit your job, and me not knowing, okay, quit my job to do what? I didn't even ask those questions. Without a shadow of a doubt, I knew that God was causing me to become what my assignment required. And even more now than ever, I am seeing what the hand of God is doing. And I am here tonight to encourage you on the Nugget Drop. Starting the R.E.S.T movement was another thing that God gave me. Starting the podcast, the R.E.S.T movement podcast, which this is a part. You have the R.E.S.T movement podcast, Freedom Fridays with Sonia D and I. You now again have the Nugget Drop, my solo programming. I have a newsletter that you'll be able to sign up for to get every week. My 5-month coaching program is in full effect and ready for those who want to take a deeper dive. If you go on my website, you get the reset guide. There's a new guide that's coming, but you can get the old one there just to get you started. There's also a 5-day Reset to Rise mini course on there that you can now get. And it's a journey to help you start the process. And then I also have some other things that are coming out. So I've been really busy because God is doing some amazing things. And I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to encourage you because I know that there are many of you who God is stretching, many of you who God is expanding you for your purpose. And I just tonight want you to just hear the nuggets that God gives to me to give to you, because I believe he's not just doing this for me. He's doing it for every woman who is feeling stuck, every woman who knows that there is more to them than what they're doing, every woman who knows that God has gifted them for more and they have not taken that first step. I hope that when we finish tonight, you will be just like me, expanding your borders, expanding opportunities, stepping into rooms and going through doors that you never imagined, as only God could do it. None of the things that have happened to me happened all at once. Steadily building. God is steadily building. God wasn't simply changing what I did. He was changing who I was. I am slowly becoming the woman my assignment requires. So I ask you, what season are you becoming right now? What are you doing? What is God speaking to you? What is stopping you from moving forward? I can tell you one thing, your assignment will stretch you. Don't be afraid of the stretch. As you know, stretching can be painful. Stretching can be overwhelming, but I don't want you to stop at the stretching. Something I've learned, every new assignment asks something new of me. Every new assignment is going to ask something new of you. It asks for greater faith, greater courage, greater obedience, greater trust. Sometimes we pray for bigger opportunities, but God answers by making us bigger first. Not bigger in pride, though. Bigger in faith, bigger in wisdom, bigger in character. Because the assignment can only grow as we grow. When I think about when I first started, when I think about last year, when I was just getting into this process of the R.E.S.T movement, when I first started last year, even wrapping my mind around entrepreneurship, I couldn't wrap my mind around it. I've even confessed from my own mouth and spoken from my own lips that I never wanted to be a business owner. I never wanted to be an entrepreneur. That wasn't my thing. I didn't want to do that. I had no intention of ever becoming an entrepreneur. But look at what God did. God had a plan for me before I was planted in the womb of my mother. He had already had a plan for me, and he was waiting for me to become what my assignment required. What needs to be released, this is where the R.E.S.T movement was born, because becoming always requires releasing. This episode is sponsored by the R.E.S.T movement, where we help women release everything that's keeping them stuck so they can walk boldly into the life and assignment God has called them to. If you're ready to reset your thinking, reboot your faith, reload your purpose, and restore your life one step at a time, you're in the right place. Visit us online, join our newsletter, explore our coaching programs, and become a part of the community that's committed to healing, because healing is our hustle. Now, let's get back to the episode. Sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's rejection, sometimes it's shame, sometimes it's unforgiveness, sometimes it's simply the old version of ourselves. We've become comfortable with those old selves. You can't fully embrace who God is calling you to become while still holding tightly to who He's asking you to leave behind. You can't be that old person. So what is one thing you know you need to release before you can fully step into your new season? Think about that. One thing. One thing you know you have to release. One thing you know you have to let go of. One thing. Tell me one thing. Well, I'm inviting you into this journey. One of the reasons I wanted to record today's episode is because I don't want you to only see the finished product. I want you to walk with me while God is still writing, while He's still teaching, while He's still stretching, while He's still revealing. And as I write this next book, excuse me, I'll be sharing many of the lessons He's showing me along the way. Not because I've arrived, but because I'm becoming. And maybe you are too. While I'm writing this book, I want to invite you into what I'm doing, one step at a time. If there's one thing I hope you leave with today, is this: stop putting pressure on yourself. Pressure on yourself to become everything overnight. I know that I've been anxious. I know that there are times I've been anxious. And all of a sudden I want to cough. All of a sudden my sinuses want to drain. Talk about don't do that while I'm recording. But again, stop putting pressure on yourself. I've been putting pressure on myself because God gives me so many nuggets. He gives me so many ideas. He has made me extremely creative. And sometimes the creative in me becomes overwhelmed because there are things that my mind conceives, but I don't think I have the ability to accomplish it. And then God reminds me that if I've given you the vision, I've given you the provision. And He also reminds me, I'm not asking you to become tomorrow's woman today. Chillax, little girl. Yeah, little girl. He simply is asking us to take today's step. You know, sometimes in my mind, I am thinking so far ahead that I'm taking 50 steps, and all God is asking me is to just take one. When I see you take the one step, then I'll give you, it's like dropping a trail so somebody could find you. God will drop something on the trail so that you can find it, rather than you looking so far ahead that you wind up tripping up because there are obstacles that you need to overcome in order to get to where He's taking you. So just take one step. One step. But you have to move. You have to do something. Stop sitting on what God has given you to do. Stop procrastinating. Stop looking within and think you don't have what it takes. God would not have given it to you if He didn't put in you what you need. You know, when it says everything you need, when you buy something and it says everything you need is included, that's who we are. When He created us, everything we need is inside. So He just wants us to take one moment to pray, one act of obedience, one release, one decision, one day at a time, one step at a time is all He's requiring of us. So I'm excited. I'm expecting God to do great things, not only in me, but I'm expecting Him to do great things in you. I want you to remember that God has a special assignment for you. I want you to remember that He is stretching you for a reason. And the discomfort you feel is so that you would trust Him more than you trust yourself. The discomfort you feel is because he wants to make sure that you know that he's leading you and guiding you, and that you don't have to go alone and you don't have to be on your own with this. I want you to know your assignment isn't waiting on God's timing. It's waiting on you becoming. God's timing is more precious than life. And so I want to encourage you, if you've reached a place where you're ready to do more than listen, if you're ready to intentionally release what's been keeping you stuck and walk through a proven process of healing and transformation, I invite you to learn more about the R.E.S.T experience, my 5-month coaching program designed to help women release every single thing so they can move forward in the assignment God has placed inside of them and placed for their lives. I also love to hear from you. Leave me a comment and answer this question. What do you believe God is preparing you to become? Put it in the comments. I want to know. What do you think God is preparing you to become? What do you think he wants you to become? What is it? I want you to share with me in the comments how God has been stretching you. You don't have to share the vision that God has given, but what do you need to release? And what do you need help releasing? I want to hear from you. I want to know what it is that God is calling you to. Write it in the comments. And I hope that you have your He Told Me to Rest book on Amazon. I haven't talked about it in a while. Let me tell you about another thing that is coming, and you'll be seeing a post soon. Probably a post the same day this episode comes out, actually, or maybe the day after, that my T-shirt line is coming out. And I'm getting ready to post and request those of you who have your book that you would share with me your favorite nugget so far, because I have a T-shirt collection that's going to allow the nugget that I pick. I guess I will have to put the nuggets in the hat of those of you who are bold enough to share with me the nuggets that have touched you the most, and from those create the T-shirt that will be the next one. The current one that is being done is nugget number 31, the spirit of offense pauses your purpose. That's going to be my first one, because that one was a testament for me. That one is how I allowed an offense, being offended, to block me for over 2 years. And it caused me to struggle. And he told me the R.E.S.T helps you with those kinds of struggle, along with everything that the R.E.S.T movement offers. But again, if you have purchased the book, and if you haven't, I noticed the other day that Amazon is giving a discount. So this will be a good time for you to buy more than one and share it with somebody you love, someone you know who needs it, so that they can go on this amazing journey of freedom with us. And then start being prepared for giving me the one that's your favorite. So I am just getting over, I don't know what it was, but I have been feeling unwell for a few days, and it seems like it must have been assigning something. So forgive me for such a short episode. However, I hope you get the point of what's happening in the R.E.S.T movement. I just wanted to stop by and share with you. These are the things that are coming, and I want you to be able to be a part of this journey and stay connected. Stay connected with us. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share. Share with another woman who needs the reminder that they are to become the woman their assignment requires. That's what God wants for all of us. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for being patient with me tonight, because you know healing is our hustle. So I want to encourage you to keep breathing, keep believing, keep becoming. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Thanks for joining me on the Nugget Drop, a part of the R.E.S.T Movement podcast. Remember to keep breathing, keep believing, and keep becoming. See you next time.